Alex Eala was just a teenager when she made a decision that most people would never dare to make. At only 13 years old, she left her family, left her home in the Philippines, and moved thousands of miles away to chase a dream that almost everyone thought was impossible. There were no guarantees, no promises of fame, no promise of becoming a champion, just endless hours of training, sacrifice, loneliness, and one burning belief that one day the world would know her name. Fast forward to today, and that impossible dream is starting to look like one of the smartest investments in modern tennis. But here's the shocking part. Alex Eala's future may be worth far more than anyone expected. We're not talking about $1 million. We're talking about the possibility of becoming one of the richest and most influential athletes Asia has ever produced. And the signs are already everywhere. Every tournament she enters now feels different. Crowds pay attention. Cameras follow her every move. Social media explodes after every big victory. Sports analysts who barely mentioned her name a year ago are now asking the same question. Is Alex Eala about to become tennis' next global superstar? Because if she is, the money that follows could change everything. Professional tennis has always rewarded champions. But today's biggest stars earn just as much away from the court as they do on it. Winning matches is only the beginning. Building a global brand is where fortunes are made. Just look at the biggest names in the sport. The world's top players sign massive endorsement deals, appear in international advertising campaigns, collaborate with luxury brands, sports companies, technology firms, airlines, and financial institutions. Prize money becomes only one piece of a much larger financial empire. Now imagine Alex Eala entering that world. She already represents something incredibly rare. She isn't simply another talented player. She represents an entire nation hungry for its first global tennis icon. The Philippines has produced legendary athletes in boxing, basketball, weightlifting, and many other sports. But tennis has never had someone who could truly compete for Grand Slam titles on a consistent basis. That changes everything. When an athlete carries the hopes of millions, companies notice. Every victory doesn't just improve rankings. It increases value. Every headline creates new opportunities. Every unforgettable moment attracts another sponsor. And Alex is reaching that point faster than almost anyone predicted. Her rise didn't happen overnight. People often see the highlights, the celebrations, the interviews, the standing ovations, but they don't always see the years of invisible work behind every success. Training before sunrise, practicing until exhaustion, recovering from painful defeats, learning how to handle pressure while still growing into adulthood. For years, Alex quietly developed her game against some of the toughest competition in the world. Many young players lose confidence after difficult tournaments. Many disappear before anyone remembers their names. Alex kept improving. Every setback became another lesson. Every loss became another reason to work harder. That mentality is exactly what separates future champions from talented prospects. Then came the performances that forced everyone to pay attention. Suddenly, she wasn't just competing. She was defeating players ranked far above her. Experienced professionals began praising her composure. Commentators started describing her as fearless. Fans couldn't believe how calm she looked under enormous pressure. It wasn't luck. It wasn't coincidence. It was preparation finally meeting opportunity. And with every breakthrough came something even more valuable than ranking points: belief. Sponsors don't simply invest in talent. They invest in stories. And Alex Eala has one of the most inspiring stories in modern sports. A young girl from the Philippines leaves everything behind to pursue greatness. Faces homesickness, faces criticism, faces impossible expectations, then begins proving everyone wrong. That story sells, not because it's manufactured, because it's real. Authenticity has become one of the most valuable currencies in sports marketing. Fans don't connect with perfection. They connect with resilience. They connect with determination. They connect with someone who refuses to quit. Alex has become exactly that kind of athlete. Her growing popularity isn't limited to the Philippines anymore. Across Asia, tennis fans are discovering her. International audiences are learning her story. Sports channels feature her matches. Major tennis pages post her highlights. Millions of views continue to introduce new fans to her journey. In today's digital world, popularity spreads faster than ever. One incredible rally, one emotional victory, one unforgettable interview. Sometimes that's all it takes. And Alex has delivered many of those moments already. But perhaps the biggest financial opportunity hasn't even arrived yet. Grand Slams. These tournaments don't simply crown champions. They create superstars. A deep run at Wimbledon, an unforgettable US Open, a breakthrough at Roland Garros, or a magical Australian Open campaign. One incredible tournament can completely transform an athlete's career. The prize money increases dramatically. Media attention explodes. Brand partnerships multiply. Social media followers skyrocket. Every major company suddenly wants to be part of the story. History has shown this again and again. Unknown players become international celebrities almost overnight after one unforgettable Grand Slam performance. Alex appears closer to that breakthrough than ever before. Her confidence continues growing. Her experience keeps expanding. Her game becomes stronger with every season. And perhaps most importantly, she no longer looks intimidated by the biggest stages. That changes everything. Because talent alone rarely creates million-dollar careers. Confidence does. When athletes begin believing they belong among the world's best, they often become exactly that. There is another reason experts believe Alex's financial future could become extraordinary. Timing. Women's tennis is entering a fascinating new era. Several legendary champions have retired. Others are approaching the later stages of their careers. New stars are emerging. Fans are searching for fresh faces. Companies are looking for athletes who can inspire the next generation. Alex arrives at exactly the right moment. Young, charismatic, professional, disciplined, internationally appealing, fluent in multiple cultures, comfortable in front of cameras, comfortable handling pressure. Those qualities matter just as much as forehands and backhands. Modern athletes aren't only competitors. They're global personalities. And Alex seems perfectly suited for that role. Imagine what happens if she breaks into the world's top 20. Television appearances increase. Magazine covers follow. Documentaries become possible. Major sports brands compete for sponsorship rights. Luxury companies enter negotiations. International tournaments request promotional appearances. Every season becomes more valuable than the last. Then imagine something even bigger. A Grand Slam semifinal. Suddenly, every sports network wants interviews. Millions of viewers discover her. Search engines explode. Followers increase by hundreds of thousands. Marketing experts call this the superstar effect. When athletic success reaches a certain level, financial growth accelerates faster than almost anyone expects. And Alex may be approaching that exact moment. Of course, the road ahead won't be easy. Tennis remains one of the hardest sports in the world. Every week presents new challenges, new opponents, new expectations, new pressure. Injuries can change careers. Confidence can disappear quickly. Momentum never lasts forever. That's why consistency matters more than hype. The greatest champions don't win because everything goes perfectly. They win because they respond better when everything goes wrong. Alex has already shown that ability multiple times. Every difficult match teaches her something. Every defeat strengthens her mindset. Every comeback builds belief. Those qualities can't be purchased. They must be earned. And she has earned them. Financial experts often estimate athlete value based on potential earnings from prize money, endorsements, appearances, sponsorships, and long-term branding opportunities. For a player with Alex's trajectory, reaching multi-million-dollar career earnings is no longer a fantasy. It's becoming a realistic possibility. Prize money alone could eventually reach several $1,000,000 if she continues climbing the rankings. Endorsement contracts could multiply those earnings many times over. Add business partnerships, speaking engagements, media opportunities, licensing deals, and future investments. Suddenly, the numbers become astonishing. But perhaps the greatest reward won't be measured in dollars. It will be measured in inspiration. Somewhere in the Philippines today, another young girl is watching Alex Eala. Watching every match. Watching every interview. Watching someone who looks like her compete against the world's best. Believing that maybe, just maybe, she can do it too. That's how legends begin. Not simply by winning championships, but by changing what people believe is possible. Alex Eala's story is still being written. The biggest victories may still lie ahead. The largest contracts may not even exist yet. The greatest moments might still be waiting around the corner. One tournament. One unforgettable performance. One career-defining breakthrough. That could be all it takes. The future isn't guaranteed. But if her current path continues, Alex Eala won't simply become a millionaire. She could become one of the most recognizable faces in world tennis, a global ambassador for Philippine sports, and a symbol of what relentless determination can achieve. The question is no longer whether Alex Eala has talent. The world already knows that. The real question is this: how high can she climb before the rest of the tennis world realizes they're witnessing the beginning of something truly historic? Because if this journey is only getting started, Alex Eala's million-dollar future may end up being worth far more than anyone ever imagined.